recognized them instantly, not because they looked like me, but because they stood exactly where I had been standing in a dream I never remembered having. And the longer I watched them, the more I realized the dream wasn't a dream at all. It was a memory the motel had shown me once, then taken back. Their posture matched mine with unsettling precision, as if the room had rehearsed my movements and assigned them to someone else. Even the way they breathed felt familiar, like an echo of a moment I hadn't lived yet. It wasn't recognition, it was displacement. The quiet understanding that the room had already chosen who belonged in that hallway. And it wasn't me. They weren't mimicking me. They weren't pretending. They behaved like someone who believed they were the original and I was the copy. The way they watched me wasn't curiosity. It was assessment. Like they were checking for errors in a version they didn't remember approving. Every delayed movement felt intentional, as if they were waiting to see whether I would match them or break formation. Even their stillness carried a kind of authority. The quiet confidence of someone who had already lived my life and was now verifying whether I was fit to continue it. It wasn't a confrontation. It was a succession, and I wasn't the one standing in the correct place. The motel kept records of me long before I was born, long before anyone was born. The visitor wasn't showing me evidence, they were showing me a warning. Every entry in that ledger felt less like documentation and more like a prediction the motel had already fulfilled. The handwriting changed across decades, but the details stayed identical, as if different staff had been instructed to record the same outcome over and over until it became permanent. The visitor didn't need to explain any of it. The pattern was clear. The motel wasn't tracking my life. It was preparing for my arrival, and the warning wasn't about what had happened, but what was scheduled to happen next. They said the motel made them first. They said I was the replacement. And when they reached for me, I finally understood why room 67 never lets anyone leave alone. Their hand didn't move with intent. It moved with certainty, like they were completing a step the motel had rehearsed for decades. The carved number on their palm wasn't a threat. It was a designation, a reminder that the room assigns roles long before anyone arrives. And as their shadow merged with mine, I realized the motel wasn't choosing between us. It was ensuring continuity. One version steps out, one version stays behind, and the room decides which is which. Room 67.